Homebuilder sentiment in the single-family home market fell 8 points to 38 in October from the previous month. That drop comes after falling 3 points in September. This according to the National Association of Home Builders, Wells Fargo Housing Market Index. Now, over 25% of new home prices are discounted. Rising interest rates have caused homebuilder confidence to tank. The average interest rate on the 30-year fixed mortgage was more than 7% this week. That rate was 3% at the beginning of this year. Persistent inflation is causing higher costs for labor and materials. Higher costs for land are driving up development costs. So, new home builders are caught in a market squeeze. Redfin CEO Glenn Kelman is predicting the biggest U.S. housing crash since the Great Recession. Sensing that home prices are in free fall, home buyers are now pulling back from the market. But, is this just a market correction? Or, is this a housing crash? What does this mean for new home development? What does this mean for the future of the economy? And, what does it mean for the future of the United States? But, before we get into that, please press the like button and leave us a comment below. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Homebuilder sentiment for the U.S. single-family home market has now fallen to half what it was only 6 months ago. As you know if you follow the news and watch this channel, inflation is raging in most countries of the world. Central banks in most countries are aggressively raising interest rates to fight inflation. As a result, lending rates of all types are increasing. That includes mortgages. The mortgage rate on the benchmark 30-year fixed-rate mortgage in the U.S. has more than doubled since the start of the year. So home prices are becoming more unaffordable to many Americans. The National Association of Home Builders, NAHB, Wells Fargo Housing Market Index, HMI, is designed to gauge market conditions. This index fell 8 points to 38 in October from a level of 46 in September. The index now stands at its lowest level since 2012. The index is considered to be negative whenever it is below 50. Home builders continue to blame aggressively rising interest rates for the decrease in confidence. The average interest rate on the 30-year fixed mortgage was 7.12% on Monday. That is up from a rate of 3% in January. High mortgage rates have significantly weakened demand, particularly for first-time and first-generation prospective home buyers, said NAHB Chairman Jerry Conter, a Savannah, Georgia developer. This situation is unhealthy and unsustainable, Conter continued. The index has 3 components. The current sales conditions component declined 9 points to 45. The sales expectations in the next 6 months component fell 11 points to 35. The buyer traffic component fell 6 points to 25. And buyer traffic is a big indicator because it means that buyers are just not showing up. This will be the first year since 2011 to see a decline for single-family starts, said Robert Dietz, chief economist for the NAHB. Given expectations that interest rates will continue to be elevated, 2023 is forecast to see additional single-family building declines, continued Dietz. The index is also calculated regionally. The Northeast declined 3 points to 48. The Midwest fell 3 points to 41. The South declined 7 points to 49. And the West dropped 7 points to 34. The U.S. housing market is in the midst of a deep recession that could put pressure on the Federal Reserve to ease up on interest rate hikes, a prominent economist warned on Monday. The Federal Reserve has aggressively raised interest rates. And the United States now teeters on the brink of recession. Buyers are afraid and they are withdrawing from the market, according to the National Association of Home Builders. The most pronounced slowdown in home buying activity is in the markets that were overheated during the pandemic. The ongoing housing recession shows no signs of abating, said Robert Dietz, chief economist for the National Association of Home Builders. In this soft market, more than half of the builders in our survey reported using incentives to bolster sales, including mortgage rate buydowns, free amenities and price reductions, Dietz added. For the past 5 years, home buyers were typically having to pay over listing price and compete in a bidding war. But now, the average home in the United States is selling for less than its list price. Despite all of the publicity about a housing market crash, home prices are still higher than a year ago. Redfin noted that larger West Coast cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles are sensing the greatest impacts on house prices. With buyers getting skittish and home sales falling rapidly, investors are waiting in the wings. Many of these real estate markets are seriously overpriced. San Jose, California is down 10%. Seattle is down 7%. San Francisco is down 7%. Los Angeles is down 4%. Denver is also down 4%. Zillow has sold its portfolio of properties at a substantial discount. Zillow stock is down almost 70% from its 52-week high. The CEO of Redfin has warned that his company is quickly selling off properties in its portfolio. Redfin stock is down over 75% in 2022. Boise, Idaho is 72% overvalued. Austin, Texas is 67% overvalued. Ogden, Utah is 64% overvalued. Las Vegas, Nevada is 61% overvalued. Atlanta, Georgia is 58% overvalued. Phoenix, Arizona is 57% overvalued. Provo, Utah is 57% overvalued. Housing prices are falling in many U.S. cities. But how far will they go? Experts predict that house prices could fall by up to 25% over the next few months. 70% of homes listed for sale in Boise had already had their prices cut. Realtor.com said, 1 in 5 homes had their prices slashed, and the median listing price fell to $435,000. The median listing price of a house in the United States peaked in June at $450,000. Sellers are reluctant to sell their houses in a falling market, according to Redfin CEO Kelman. Homebuilders are having to offer aggressive discounts. And they are canceling new building projects. Housing developers are seeing the pace of new home site visitors is slowing down. Customers are canceling contracts. This could lead to the perfect storm that culminates in a foreclosure crisis. A housing could have devastating ramifications for tens of thousands of Americans. On the positive side, this could be an opportunity for first-time home buyers. And broad pessimism could lead to a quick market recovery, economists say. Tech layoffs are a primary reason why home prices in technology hubs fell 0.77% from June to July of this year. Over 32,000 people have been laid off from U.S. tech so far this year. Tech companies that boomed during the pandemic are seeing dramatically falling revenue. This is especially true of tech companies in e-commerce, real estate, and those closely related to the stock market. Tech companies doubled layoffs and hiring freezes in 2022 as compared to 2021. But what do you think? Please press the like button and leave us a comment below. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.